Hello, 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 everybody. Okay, we are live again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. If you're gonna watch the live or replay, I hope you can stick with me till the end because I have an interesting topic. We have an interesting topic today, and if you can resonate just comment down below and let's engage in a chat. So, before we start, again, I'm Aryan here, coming to you live from Windsor, Ontario, Canada. So, I'm a Filipino immigrant here with my husband and two young kids, and um, I'm an IT analyst by profession, and I help dedicated corporate parents and working individuals create an online income stream to have more precious time with family and kids in this digital business. So, yeah, and I'm also a proud digital business owner. So today I can hear the wind because my window is open. Okay. So, today our topic will be my key takeaways from the Miracle Morning book. And I know I've mentioned the book a couple of times before in my previous go lives, but um, I haven't really dug deeper, or I haven't really mentioned what is it about, right? I probably have mentioned the Savers routine, um, and the Miracle Morning book by Hal Elrod before, but today we're going to talk about my key takeaways. I'm going to share my key takeaways from the book because I wanted you guys to see what kind of book this is, because it's really a highly recommended book, especially if you are trying to improve yourself, if you are into self development and self improvement. Yeah. So, without further ado, let's dive in to the items. So, I will only share three key takeaways. And again, let me see if I can flash the the photo here. I'm not sure. Hold on. I maybe I wasn't able to. Yeah, hold on a sec. Okay. I think I forgot to save it. Save the photo. So, I wanted to show you what it looks like. Okay. Oh, I'm not sure how can I do this. Maybe I can just share the screen, just the window. So, yeah, there you go. And this is what the book actually looks like. But this is I think this is an old cover. Because the one I had in my audiobook is a new version. But it's the content's almost the same. It's just that there are some changes in the wordings, and then in the new version there's an additional chapter. So yeah, so that's the book. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing now. Okay, so let's dive in to number one. So my number one key takeaway from the book is that there is power in this morning ritual. And why did I say that? Because I want you to know, guys, that I wasn't really a morning person before. Like literally, I don't ever want to sacrifice my sleep. Even when I was in college, even when I was a student, if I wake up late, I wake up late. I didn't even care. But after reading this book, I understood why a lot of millionaires, billionaires are winning, you know, and a lot of them are morning person. So what is what should be done in the morning, or how do they do it? So here in this book, it's emphasized that you should start your day focused and intentional. You need to set a routine, and you need to set a positive tone for the rest of your day. So, the framework that is taught in this book is called Savers. Again, I already mentioned it in my previous lives. It's called Savers. So, what is the Savers framework? It's just a simple acronym to structure, to give structure to your morning. So, the first one, again, is silence. If you want to do a prayer or a meditation, right? The second one is affirmations. It's A. So the first one is S, which is silence. The second one is A, affirmations. Um, if you're not familiar with affirmations, these are sentences or words that you say to yourself, say in front of your face, um, or in front of a mirror to affirm that to affirm beliefs, right? So the next one is V, which is visualization. And what I do here is I just try to find uh, a guided meditation for visualization in YouTube. So there are a lot of videos that could help you out with this. But the key to visualization is that you have to use your six, five or six, all of your senses, right? So that's the key to visualization. When you're trying to visualize, you need to use all your senses. So the next letter is E for exercise. So this one, I get lazy sometimes, but ever since I started the Savers routine, even if I sometimes forget to exercise in the morning, I still do it in the middle of the day or in the afternoon because I'm committed to do the Savers every day. So doesn't have to be a workout, doesn't have to be a long exercise. I just do it a minimum of like 6 to 8 minutes because I also found some videos on YouTube that weren't heavy workouts. So that's what I do. As long as you pump your blood, you keep your body going, moving as well. So that's what I do with exercise. And then the fourth one, no, the fifth one, R is for reading. So it's also part of your morning routine wherein you read something like for a minimum of 10 to 15 minutes as well. So sometimes I enjoy reading and I don't even notice the time. But I do read books. It's just that I don't do it in the morning. I don't usually do it in the morning. Um I usually do it at night before I sleep. But with the Savers routine, I was compelled to like start my day with this routine that includes reading as well. So with reading, if you are more comfortable with audiobooks, you can do that too. But of course, there's nothing like the smell of a fresh physical book, right? So the last one is S, which is scribing or journaling. So this one I don't do. I actually have, when I was younger, I remembered I have diaries, but I stopped writing when I was in high school. And although years ago, I went back to like planning, buying the planners, like designing planners, and then writing something, or like scheduling or planning my day in those planners. I don't really um I don't really write my experiences or what I'm grateful for, or I don't really like write long paragraphs with those planners. So I don't really do journaling, but I also started to do it ever since I started Savers. And what I've noticed is that it makes me feel good when I write about things that I'm grateful for. So if you start the morning with that kind of mood, right? It sets the mood for the whole day. So even if I woke up on the wrong side of the bed, sometimes after I do this savers routine, it still brings me back on track. So that's why I really recommend, reading this book and implementing the Savers framework. So these morning rituals doesn't, because the Savers actually is, ideally you would have to do it for 60 minutes. All of those six items, the silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, and scribing, you need to do it within 60 minutes, ideally. Then you just divide the minutes. But of course, you're not limited to 60 minutes. If you want to extend, you're free to do so. Or if you don't have that much time to finish everything in 60 minutes, you can make it shorter as well. So you can customize it depending on your preference, depending on your schedule for the day. And also, in the book, it's indicated that you can customize it, especially if you have a graveyard shift or your working hours are different from the usual ones. So it's actually um, not as difficult to implement. You just have I guess the more difficult, what's difficult there is make it consistent is to make it consistent. So you really have to put in a lot of willpower to to follow the savers framework or do that morning ritual every single day. So that's my first key takeaway from The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. The next one is I learned how to take control of my life. So I just wanted to share, when I was younger, I already told this before. I'm more of, um, I always have this victim mindset. And maybe because, even though The Secret by Rhonda Byrne was the first book that I bought from my salary right after college, that's the first book that I bought. Even though I've read that book in 2009, I wasn't able to implement it properly. I wasn't able to follow through, and I wasn't able to take advantage of what I've learned. So I kind of forgot, for the most part of my career, I kind of forgot that I had that knowledge. And so I was in the victim mindset most of the time. So I didn't really, I didn't exactly know how to take control of my life. I let life happen to me. And I guess if I didn't let that happen, my it was complete my world will completely be different, you know. So because I have mentioned in my previous life that I have experienced a lot in my career, like a lot of stressful situations, and I didn't really like that. Although I enjoyed being a programmer, a software engineer, software developer, and I enjoyed the benefits package and the salary that I was getting. But for the most part, I didn't I wasn't able to utilize the knowledge that I had to take proper control of my life. So in this book, Hal talks about the importance of taking responsibility for your own life and your own actions. So, no matter what challenges or setbacks you may face, you will always have the power to change your life through the choices that you make, starting with how you show up each morning. So, the change that I experienced here is that whenever I finish the morning rituals, the savers routine, whenever I finish that, even if, again, as I said, even if I woke up on the wrong side of the bed, even if I already think that I get derailed sometimes because I'm too lazy, or there were times that I don't want to do the whole savers routine or things like that, or maybe I'm too busy with other stuff. Um, even if I'm thinking that way, when I wake up in the morning after doing the savers, I get back on track, and then after that, after doing the savers routine, I guess because of the silence, of the me time, of having peace in the morning, um, I get to think of ways on how I wanted my day to go. So if let's say for this let's say for Monday, um a lot of us don't like Monday because it's the back to work day, right? But it's kind of a busy day at work, in my case, because it's the start of the week and orders are coming in, and what I do is that I it's surprising how I get to focus a lot on one thing only, because I easily get distracted. There's a lot of distractions, right? But it's surprising after doing the savers routine that I can focus on one thing only, focus on my day job first before I could think of ways on how I can do posting, on how I can do the digital marketing that I'm doing. So even if I'm tired with the day job, like even if I had to do a lot of things for my day job or for my full-time work, I still get to think of ideas of ways of how I can do the posting for the day, for postings for the day, or if I have new ideas that I wanted to implement for my business. So and with that, of course, that's how I take control of my life, of my time, right? Because again, I have goals and I have my whys on why I'm doing this digital business, why I am doing this alongside my full time job, right? So those reasons keep me going. And um, and by doing these morning rituals and doing or implementing the principles in the miracle morning, it makes me more focused and um, makes me take control of my life, take responsibility of my own actions. So it also makes things easier for me because I get to plan ahead what I want to do within that day, what I want to achieve as well, all of the tasks that I need to do before I go to sleep at night. So, and it's more organized. So, so I love it that way. Instead of just, um, having different thoughts, different ideas, and it's not organized and you don't know what to prioritize, things like that. So, um, I guess this made it more organized. So, the third takeaway that I had in the book is the importance of consistency. So this one, I'm guilty of this because every year, every New Year's resolution, I always like um stop doing it at one point, even before the year ends. So because consistency right now is big for me. For example, this go live, um I haven't been 100% consistent, but I am doing my best to give value to you every day, to show up every day in my digital business. So now I knew that consistency is one of the keys to be successful in anything, not just in digital business, not just in business, or not just in your work or your job, but in everything. So consistency is one of the key things that you need to have, or you need to do. Because again, there is no overnight success in anything, also. Success doesn't happen overnight. May it be business, may it be full time job or career or whatever, you know, there's no overnight success. And the key to long term transformation is consistency, right? So, by committing to this daily routine, like even when you don't feel like doing it, right? Like me, um, we build the momentum that can carry us toward our goals and make big and lasting changes in our lives. So it's just all about using our mornings to prioritize the things that really matter most. And of course, if you set a goal, let's say for 2025, I'm setting a goal. I want $100,000 revenue from my digital business. So all of the actions that you're going to do, all of the actions that you're going to do every single day needs to align to that goal. And you need to have consistency. So if you are consistent, it's not far, it's not impossible that you are going to achieve the goal that you set for 2025. So, those are my key takeaways from the Miracle Morning book by Hal Elrod. So, again, number one, morning rituals, the Savers routine. Number two, you can take control of your life and your time. Number three, consistency is very, very important. So, those are my three key takeaways. So that's it from me. If if you are actually ready to take control of your life and you don't want to wait for the right timing, or if you want to create your own miracle morning, right? You just have to take the first step toward becoming the best version of yourself, because it's what's gonna create it's what it's gonna make in you, the best version of yourself. That's why I really highly recommend this book. And if you don't know, Hal Elrod has a really great inspiring story. And it stated, I don't want to be a spoiler. It's stated there. It has its own chapter. So and the story actually is very relatable to those people who are already in their, I mean, they have good careers, or they're good in their professions, or they're working professionals. So very relatable, very inspiring. And yes, I highly recommend you to read that book. I know there are a lot of self help books about building habits, but this one, I believe, is the easiest one that you can implement right away. So grab, it's not sponsored, but it will really change your life. Trust me. So if you are actually ready to transform your mornings and your life, I actually have an ebook. If you want to read an ebook, you just simply register in my website, ariangale.com, and message me. Actually, I can give you a copy. Just or just comment miracle down below, and I'll send it to you, right over to you. Okay. So also, I just want to mention that there's another book that he wrote. It's entitled, aside from The Miracle Morning, he also wrote The Miracle Equation. And that is a fantastic um, sequel, but it's not a sequel actually. It's not. It's a fantastic book to follow the Miracle Morning book. So if you can also grab or check that out, the Miracle Equation. So the Miracle Morning and the Miracle Equation book by Hal Elrod. So there you have it. And I hope you got some value from today's live. um, I will probably create or make another or do another live stream for or about my learnings from the Miracle Equation once I finish it, because the Miracle Morning, I finished it last week, just last week. And I'm currently reading, listening to the Miracle Equation. So there you have it. That's it from me. And I'll see you again tomorrow in my next live. Bye for now. Good night.